Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Working Group Serving Community Meeting. Today is September 3rd, 2025. And as usual, we'll go through the workstream updates. There's usually no updates for the first two. But for DRA, Sergey, do you want to share an update?
I think I'm not the best person for DRA. If we have Jason on the call, he probably can provide a little bit better update. Oh, we don't have that Jason.
Yeah, I can tell. So from DRA perspective, as you may heard that it's a GA now, CoreWit, at least. So we can start transitioning customers to start using DRA instead of device plugin. And feature-wise, it's almost at parity. So there is a transition path for sure, and there is now we need to understand how what will be the next features. And I think we already we had a meeting, device management working group yesterday, where we discussed 135 priorities, and it already looks more. It looks like we have more ideas and things to do than we have people. So again, it's already fully booked, but I think it may be quite interesting to just learn what ideas there, and like maybe if there is something that needs to be contributed or shared in terms of use cases, it needs to be spoken about. One particular example is failure handling. There is two caps for failure handling, device failure handling specifically. One is failure handling when we report failed devices to API server. So API server may take an action um, in terms of like not scheduling new pods there. And there is another cap reporting a failed device as a pod status. And this cap is to allow you to understand that failing pod is permanently failing because of device failure, and it's not some application crash. So you can apply different pod failure policies. Um, I don't know how much relevant it is for inference. Like we have some solutions to like do-it-yourself kind of solutions that relies on custom codes and knowing that this like if this pod is failing and it's even if it's restart policy always, it's like it's crashing for good because it's a device failure. So it will be rescheduled or delete. Like I mean, this scheduler may be used there, but if there are other use cases that needs to be implemented, these two caps will help to expose this information at least.
Yeah, thanks, Sergey. Any comments on that? Any questions from others? Okay, I guess, Sergey, like if you need like input from this working group, it might be helpful to post it on Slack as well, in the Slack channel.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks. And for multi-host, Justin is not here. Yeah, I guess for these three work streams, it's kind of like not going on. But for DRA, it's more like a channel between the two working groups, so that we can share information with each other. Okay, that's it for the workstream update. Is Callan here or anyone else that can provide an update for GRE?
I can provide a quick update. I've been monitoring the upstream inference extension project, and I think they're just preparing the V1 release and just validating each components are working. So nothing big happening.
Cool, yeah. I guess most of the activities happening like all these sub-project contributor meetings. So yeah, we can talk about the meeting logistics for this later. It's one of my topics here. I guess we can go on. Jason, anything for serving catalog?
Yeah, we have a PR up for AKS support. We're working with them via Google. So just following up on that with him.
Okay. Cool. Is Ashok here?
I can add for inference perf.
Yeah, that would be great.
We have a milestone 0.20 defined that we're working on in the coming weeks with major perf improvements for load generation and extended like dataset support, etc. So yeah, milestone 0.2.0. Can add a link.
Okay. Yeah, could you add a link here if available? Okay. Okay, let's dive into go through the open topics. One topic is in case you missed it, but a couple of the members in the community we're working together on the AI conformance program. I think Rita's also here, who's also co-organizing the working group, and many others are also participating. There are some requirements that are quite relevant to serving. So yeah, that might be something you're interested in checking out. There's a link to the proposal here. We're pretty much like done like finalizing all the must requirements, but there are still a lot of like should items that we'll be discussing going forward in that dedicated working group. So if you have any, if you are interested, like welcome to participate. Rita, anything you want to add to this?
No, I think there's a lot in the document, so that might be a good place to start if you haven't already. Thanks.
Sergey, you're next.
Yeah, I just wanted to continue on this. What I started with DRA for 135 planning. There are a few caps and work streams happening right now that may be relevant for inference. I mentioned DRA, like there is a DRA fungibility, DRA failed device handling. If anybody interested in this group to understand and better make improvements in this area, please do. Some other areas that was historically interested is one is parallel image pooling. Everything that speeds up pod startup will be interested, and I know that many inference workloads have init containers following by a regular container, and there is no image pool parallelization, and we're losing time on downloading like later image than while init container is running. So that may like this cap may help. I know that person started it, wanted to work on it, but maybe he will need help. And if you're interested to get results of it or maybe like contribute, please do. There is also workgroup snapshot restore. I think it's called checkpoint restore or something like that. It's also interesting for inference because it can also be used to speed up inference bootstrap. I know some people using this technique, but I would be interested to know if it's widespread practice and what we can do in upstream to help. So there is a working group for that. For working group node lifecycle also started very recently, and they concentrate on declarative maintenance. Many VMs that have accelerators don't support live migration or any techniques like that they need to be maintained, and some devices needs to maintenance as well, like GPU devices. So handling maintenance and handling it unifiedly is very good idea. We even wanted to put it in conformance, but we cannot put it in conformance because we don't have a solution yet. So once we have a solution,
Yeah.
maybe we'll put it in conformance. And finally, like another one is Genk scheduling is also making some progress. It's happening. It may be useful for LWS or something. But again, I'm not actively looking at that. But if you're interested to look at that and give requirements, please also do so. And I will watch for other caps and enhancements that may be relevant to this group. I think what we're lacking right now is more feedback and prioritization on like what are actual pain points right now that we need to address.
Yeah, thank you, Sergey. I think a lot of things are happening in parallel, really. Like, is this working group approved yet? The snapshot and restore or checkpoint?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's about to be approved. Last I remember, I just came back from vacation, so maybe something happened during this week, so I didn't catch up yet.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of things are happening, and those are like all spread it out across different working groups. And I think the AI conformance also includes some of these as like the should items, but they require a lot of more discussions that may or may not happen in that same working group. So yeah, sometimes like dedicated working group discussions will be very helpful. And then any new standards coming up can be communicated back to the working group AI conformance. Any comments or questions from others? Okay, we're moving on.
Yeah, this is also I added it. I just watched what's happening in OpenTelemetry SEMconf for GenAI. Ludmila from there wrote this documents, the current state of OpenTelemetry GenAI. Interestingly enough, that the biggest problem right now is not the convergence; it's adoption. It's very spotty, like here and there. So if you work on a tooling or model server or contribute, please encourage everybody to start adopting it because we need to get we need to get the critical mass, and after critical mass, it will be easier to continue with that unification.
Yeah, the adoption is very important. There was one item in the conformance regarding the metrics, and we couldn't like put a specific technology there because it's not a standard yet. So I think more adoption would be very helpful to drive such effort forward. Is anyone else involved yet? Okay. Yeah, I added this one here. Like if you have a KubeCon session or like a session in a co-located event that might be relevant to this group, please post it here so that we may be able to like meet in person and socialize a little bit after each session. Yeah, just feel free to add to this list. And I also want to like brainstorm a little bit for the future meetings. I think we discussed previously too, like that we want to reduce the frequency to monthly, so that like there can be like more topics in the same meeting. What does everyone think about this? Like any ideas and suggestions? I guess like the situation, the context is that like a lot of I think some contributors who were quite active in this working group got put into other projects or like new initiatives related to the that came out of this working group. For example, like the contributors meetings in those sub project, and also like RMD has a lot of like SIGs that got people really busy. And there are also other projects like AI Breaks, Kito, and Kserve that are all relevant to serving. So we felt like a lot of meetings, more meetings may not be necessary. But we do want to leverage this meeting for people to get together and share ideas and encourage more discussions. Yeah, any like suggestions for future meetings?
Yeah, I think presentations and some sort of demos would be the most interesting content. Maybe feature requirements, something like that. I think if we reduce frequency, we can do it once in 4 weeks, so we can collocate with device management group because it's once in 2 weeks, and
Mm-hmm.
we will have at least the same weeks.
Yeah, that would be great. And a lot of like features are being developed by sub projects, but we may want more people to know about them. So like we might want to like ask people to like demo in this working group. Yeah, that's about it. Anything to add? All right, that's it for today then. See you next time, everyone. Have a good day.
Bye.
Yeah.